Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I've got the microphone on. I don't know what's going on with my screen. Half of it disappeared. Okay, it's back. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, good day to all of you, and welcome to another edition of our Volcano Eruption live stream. I'm your host, DrFox2000. And it is a windy day here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, where I am. And unfortunately, it's too windy to fly my drone. I just about crashed it. It was a bad scene. But anyway, not as bad as other things. So just to throw things out there, we have good stuff, we have bad stuff, and we have ugly stuff to report today. So, anyway, let's get into this just to make things happen. And first off, welcome. For those who are here watching, look at your chat box up in the top. It will say top chat and or live chat, depending on what you had set it to. If it happens to say top chat or live chat replay, that means you're watching the stream afterwards. If it just says top chat or live chat, you're watching it as it is happening. And if it does say replay behind there, that means you can no longer interact with the people in the chat box, just so you understand that. I still have people doing that. I don't know why. But for those who do want to leave comments afterwards or something, if you're watching the replay, you can certainly do that down below in the comments section. For the others who need to know when the stream times are actually on, you can take a look in the description. It does tell you that. I've been working on doing editing there, getting rid of some stuff, adding some stuff. So we're going to have different things in there eventually. Was looking for material on Etna today, but I'm gonna work on that later today and do what we need to do. For those who are here and watching, you do see our fire fountain continuing to pulse up fire and bits and all kinds of lava junk coming out of there, as well as a bunch of black steam and smoke and white steam out in the front there on the lower one, which is pretty different, pretty awesome. Anyway, all good people here today, welcome. And of course, Lucas Snow, again, first one in the chat, he gets the cookies. You guys got to use better duct tape to keep him down there. He seems to be able to get out of Gorilla Tape and glue and all kinds of things. He's a slippery one, I tell you. But Lucas gets the cookies, so all good. Anyway, a very good afternoon, evening, day, morning to all of you, and want to say hi first off to my moderators. I do believe both, Arizona and Piggy are here. I don't think Paulzilla made it yet, but not a worry. And I don't think C&D Boy is here either, but we're all good. We will continue with what we're doing, and I'm going to say hi to a lot of these good folks that are in the channel here. And I'll start at the bottom here and work my way up. I got Don Arnold, welcome. Frosty username is here. Luke Mule as well. Grandma B, Zoe, Nancy Buchanan, welcome all of you. Tina Sassy also here. Sherry Hewitt, Yvonne Kunkel, and glad you made it over here, Yvonne. Sharon Stewart, Sue Hayes, Dodger, Hans, Don Arnold, Phyllis Johnson, Dennis, and I'm not going to try your last name. We'll do that, but welcome. First time I've seen that name in here, so good to have you on board, though. Let's see, did I mention Kevin Haynes? I see Sue Hayes, One Fish, also here. Let's see, Tina Sassy is in the house, Phyllis Johnson, Judy McClelland, and going up a little bit more, Matt O'Neill is here. Good to have you guys on board. Dave Jensen, as well as Claudia, and Adele, and let's see who else snuck in. John Raper is here, as well as Jojo is back. Chicky Gomberg is back. Good to have all of you back on board. Frank McLeod also here, and seeing a few more names here. Douglas Anderson. I don't know if I mentioned you earlier there, but I do see you there, as well as Aaron Horton is also here, and going up a bit more to see who else snuck in the door while I wasn't looking. We already got Lucas Snow. We know that guy. He's the one with all the cookies. Just follow the crumb trail. You'll find him. Janice Karen, I hope I said that right. Welcome, and glad to have you on board. That's a new name in here, so I love seeing some of the new people coming along. Always happy to have our lava family growing. With Lincoln Productions is back as well, and Olink also back in here. Siri or Kiri Costner, welcome back. Let's see, who else we got here? Scott Hartman also back. Liz Markman Moyler also back. Good to have you guys all popping back on board here. Did I mention Scott Hartman? I don't know if I did. Short memory, maybe the squirrels got it. Hans is on, yeah, Hans I think I already said. Okay, going up here a little bit more. I don't see any weird names. Oh, Dodger, I might have mentioned you earlier. We do see Sherry Hewitt there. Probably repeating myself multiple times. Oh, I see Sleepy Dormouse, and yeah, Sleepy Dormouse, thank you for the information today. So, anyway, we'll get to that shortly. I get a little emotional when people die, so give me a minute. Okay, I'll give it a shot here. So, our volcano Cumbre Vieja has taken its first life, and the translated report here is La Palma volcano claimed its first fatality this Saturday, 56 days after it erupted on the Canary Islands. Also, as confirmed by official sources, the deceased is a 70-year-old resident of the town of El Paso, who participated in cleaning work. At the moment, it is unknown if he died when part of the roof collapsed due to the accumulation of ash, or died when he fell from the roof itself. This person had come this Friday with a cleaning crew to what is it? It's El Zonciel, if I pronounced it correct, area, but did not return. His search began. His body was found on the morning of Saturday, and the death had already been confirmed by La Palma Fire Chief. So, anyway, for me, it's like I say, it's always difficult to deal with death, and it's it's a shame that someone has died because of this. And of course, let's see, I actually had that kind of thing kind of written out here, so I'll let that stay on there for a bit, but and try to keep going with other things here. Anyway, so yeah, it's really, really poor that this has happened. You know, I was hoping that this thing would die out without anyone losing their lives, but it is not to be. So in addition to many broken hearts and dreams and things, now we have people that perished as well. So yeah, it's one of those things. And on other notes, the volcano has continued to pour out a lot of lava today, and we will look at that shortly. We do have some footage, as well as well, drone footage as well as regular footage. So anyway, we'll go have a peek at that. So anyway, okay, we'll go around the cameras. I'll leave that one on there. And right now, this is the material that is still coming over the cliff, heading down to the ocean. And we'll revisit this scene shortly. Let's go back to the opening scene. And right now, the visibility is a whole bunch better. I'm going to get rid of that big banner on the bottom there. There we go. And we definitely can see that we have several of the vents working up top. Very interesting. I still don't see the front of the three vents. Of course, we have one here, there's one here, and there's supposed to be one here, but we don't see it. And then we do see our spout hole down here that's been giving off all that steam, and we can barely see the other vent in the back here, which is also basically just smoking or steaming. And I'm going to clear that off, and let's see if I can get to that. We want to back up on that one a little bit today, and let's see if we can get how far back we can go. We'll go to, oh, that's about 2 hours back, and 2 hours ago it wasn't very good visibility, and I thought that's what we were going to end up seeing. But once we get back into the daylight, which are these hours, you definitely can see that it was continuing to erupt. And our vent in the back here, which you can see a lot clearer now, is definitely still smoking. And again, as I mentioned, it's 1, 2, and the third one is here. So the third one is giving off some darker smoke, which is kind of interesting. And then of course we have this and this area here smoking. This is kind of confusing. I'm not sure if we're going to see something inside the bowl here leak through eventually and push some of that area out, or if it's just got some heating going on in here, and we've got another pipe coming up. So a lot of things there that are unknown. Wish we could x-ray the plumbing. Would be really cool to see that. But anyway, let's go back a little bit more in time here. And of course, we're doing time travel, sort of. And there you can see some of the higher velocity ejections that were kind of pulsing out. And I wanted to go back a little bit further. You did see, for the most part, it wasn't throwing out as much of that dirty ash today. This was a couple hours ago here. Let's see, 3 hours, 40 minutes ago, roughly. And it had started again, but earlier it gave it a break, and then earlier it was kind of continuing to do what it was doing, pulsing, and then for a while it was just giving off white steam all the way through. And that's already 8 hours ago, if we're backing up a little bit more. And I don't know if this is just white steam coming off of it, or if it's just that steam is covering up what was in the background and we can't see it. If we go a little bit further, we do see some darker material behind it, so that may be what's going on. Wind directions had changed, so yeah, there you can see a little bit in the back. If you're kind of looking, you can see it looks darker anyway, so I'm not sure if that's what's going on. But the fact that there is so much steam makes me think that there is some seawater getting into one or two of the chambers somewhere, and is heating up quite a bit, and of course coming up the pipes, so with steam. So it's kind of cool, kind of interesting, kind of neat. Let's back a little further up in time. That's 11 hours ago, and this is what I was referring to here, and that's just about 12 hours ago. That's what we were seeing, a lot of steam coming off of everything. So, and then before that it was almost quiet, but interesting to see, and kind of amazing really to see it change so much. So dynamic plumbing underneath there, and yeah, that's what it was. What was it? That's about 13 hours ago is what we had there. So gives you a pretty good idea of what's going on. I'm going to throw that one back to live so we see what it is doing now. Craig Thor, no, NAR is not erupting, sorry. But we'll touch on that later. Right now we're kind of going over this. So back to the ocean front, we are still seeing that lava flowing. Now you may notice we have some flow here in the front, and that is actually kind of interesting, and that flow, we'll talk about this soon here, went that way, and went over the original flow and poured into the corner just in the north, right between the new flow and the the new peninsula and the shoreline is basically where it flowed. And we'll have a look at that. We got some the drone footage or coverage from the other camera. Also, some more homes were lost, and we did see that as well. Anyway, you're going to say hi to a few more people that popped in. Yona, welcome. Glad to have you on board from Iceland, of course, and always good to have you here. Pamela Moncure also made it in. Welcome. Jane Bench also got here. Blue Moon also here. And there's one name here. Manuel, is that? I hope that's the way you say your name there. I don't know what it's written in, what kind of characters there, but thank you and welcome. Craig Thor also made it in. Good to see you there. Nancy Buchanan also popped along there. Good to have you good folks here. Just him, welcome. Harry also here. And going up a little bit more, trying to see who else. I think I said Sharon Stewart earlier. But welcome to those who, if I have not mentioned your name, don't be offended. Mona Alfano also here. I think I said Mac O'Neill earlier. Rebecca Patterson also here. Jesus C also made it in. Jojo, I think I might have said that. Anyway, welcome to all of you, and don't be offended if I didn't say your name. I'll try to get you later. Anyway, going to continue on with what I wanted to go through here today. And what I did mention was that this material is kind of heading off in that direction. So let's go watch a quick video on that. And there you can see it right there. It's coming down. Whoa, whiteboard, come on. It's coming down the hill and going in that direction. And you can see right where it is hitting the water. This, of course, was from earlier today while it was doing that, and it obviously continued. Larry Vladica just popped in. Welcome, Larry, as well as Terry Curry and Bernard, George, and Renner. Welcome, and glad to have all of you here. Zoe in the house as well. Good to see you. Alex Voz, welcome. Anyway, I'll get my scribble off the screen and let them zoom in and focus in on the subject at hand, and that is, boy, is that ever cooking up. I wouldn't want to be breathing that stuff. That's what do they call? It's bad gas. Bad gas. You don't want to breathe that stuff. That will that'll kill you real quick. As pretty as it looks, it will kill you. So awesome though. Volcanic gas particles. Yep. It's not just the blue moon. It's not the volcanic gas particles. It's hydrogen. What the heck was it called? Chloride? Yeah, hydrogen chloride. That's it. Liz Markman-Moyler just said it there. Yeah, hydrogen chloride. So it's definitely not something you want to be breathing, and it'll make you turn green real quick and drop. So pretty cool though. And I'm not sure how long I left this video to be here. Let me see. I had them all lined up and thought, oh yeah, we'll just watch these. And what's this thing doing? Oh, hang on, that's not even the right one. I got too many files in here again. I need to empty the folder, or the scene as we call it. Yeah, we'll let this play. It's got a couple more minutes to go, so or a minute. Anyway, it does look pretty awesome to see it steaming off, and I'm really curious, when it's hitting the water like that, is it in fact creating what we refer to as pillow lava underneath? And in a lot of cases, when we have undersea eruptions, the material, as it comes out and cools, it creates what appears to be pillow-like shapes, and they refer to it as pillow lava. So I'm curious if that's what this is doing underneath here, if it's pushing out quick enough. I don't know if it has to be a little bit on the hotter side to be able to do that, but it is interesting to see. Wormhand says, yes, it does. Thank you, Wormhand. And so it's a very interesting and fascinating event to be able to watch that, you know. But like I say, I think I'd want to keep my distance as far as wanting to breathe anything. Why are there, birds flying in... Okay, well, the birds have no idea. They're not wearing gas masks, and they should be aware of that. We need to set up a proper bird education program so they stop doing it right away. They don't know any better. They think it's just clouds or fog or something. So if they can move through it, they don't realize it till it's too late. A few more people popped in. Dennis Ray, welcome, as well as Henrietta is in the channel. Did I mention long-haired lava? And one fish, and yeah, welcome all you guys. And Dennis Ray, yeah, I don't know if I want to be too close to that for a jacuzzi. Maybe with a gas mask, or if we go snorkeling. Jarvis is also in the channel. Welcome. Did I mention Phyllis? I hope so. Craig Ford made it in, and Big Dog. Welcome, you guys. Sandra Rockland also here. And good to have all of you on board. And yeah, let's see if we go to the next video. And I'm not sure if I got the right one there. Oh, hang on, that didn't work. Why is that not working? Oh, maybe because I'm not trying to change the video, I'm on the wrong one. Okay, here we go. So this is a little bit later and a continuance of kind of what we were seeing, but now you can actually see that it's already moved out a little bit of the corner. And in this, of course, they're going to zoom into what's happening to a house just up a little further up here. And just before we watch the house burn, I'm going to stop this video. And why is it not stopping? Come on. Oh, maybe because I'm on the wrong one. There, I'm going to pause it actually. And we're going to go to the map, and we're going to show you exactly where that is as soon as the thing lets me. Come on, there we go. Okay, so that is the map. I need to get my mouse on there. Okay, and we'll zoom in. So you see where that is roughly. Actually, I should zoom out a little bit. So that's your Mount Todoki there, Mount La Laguna, and this is the new chunk right in front, and we're looking from the west to the east kind of thing. And the farm or area that's on fire are these buildings here, just so you can kind of get a grasp of what it's doing. A lot of that has actually already been pushed over, but I do believe it's right in here that we are watching that other video. So we'll go back to the video and carry on from there. And that's what we're seeing. And it's kind of, you know, it's sad that it's happening, but for this already had lava pushed up on the east side of the building, and of course it forced the lava to steer around it. But now that lava wall is higher than the building, and you can definitely see it's probably 2 or 3 meters higher than the building itself. And it's pushing lava around it. You can see on the southern side, if you're looking, why is my whiteboard not working again? Somebody stole my whiteboard. On the eastern side, where it's really billowing up the gray smoke, you can see that lava flowing. But you can also see on the right-hand side, or sorry, that'd be the left-hand side, northern side of the building, that it's also got some lava, fresh lava flow doing its thing. But yeah, this thing is burning like crazy, and it's unfortunate to see, but not a heck of a lot you can do about it. But at least it is not going into new areas and not sacrificing new homes. You know, these people have already been evacuated, right? So it's kind of a good thing that it's staying in the middle there. It's not that bad. Let's see. What do we got going on? Okay, just a gentle reminder to everyone here. This is an English-speaking channel, okay? We don't mind you saying hello in your own language or something, but you have to speak English thereafter. So if you say Guten Abend as an example, continue with welcome or hi or whatever, everyone, and do your thing. So we do appreciate having English, and the reason for that is that everyone can communicate, because if you are the only one in the room that speaks your language, none of us will be able to. If you have difficulties and need to use Google Translate, by all means, you can do that. It will allow you to do that and communicate. If your English is not that bad, not that good, don't worry. We will be trying to do our best to work with what you do type. okay, as far as English. I myself am a German. I'm not, I had to learn English the hard way, basically, through school and the language, you know, speaking the language itself. So we do understand, you know, people have difficulties in, not everybody is expected to speak English, but we ask that you do that. Anyway, okay, so watching this thing burn though, it's pretty awesome to see that. I'm watching the time here. So I think I can still get this other last video in. And no, that's not the one I wanted. I wanted to throw this one in. Yeah, this one gives you a little bit more of an idea of that lava flow coming from the east, from down the hill and flowing to the west. This is the video that I kind of want to stop right away, and then we will look at something which is pretty cool, and in regards to that house, or whatever you want to call it there, that building that is surrounded by the lava, and it actually depicts it in here fairly well. And I was kind of surprised when I seen this footage, and you know, I thought, hey, it looks pretty good. So if we stop that right there for a second, and then I can draw on it, and you see it right in here. This is the place where it's splitting apart, and I think the house, yeah, I think one of these is the house. Anyway, you know, right in there, I can't remember exactly which one it was here, but it's this area anyway that they're showing, and where it's splitting off. So it's pretty cool to see that. And of course, on the thermal, you can see you can see that leg going down here and over the edge. So that is the stuff that is creating that new little landmass to the north of the original flow. And I will clear that and let it continue playing. And then we are pretty close to the break time anyway. And it should be pretty awesome. So let's see, we'll get it up there, let it do its thing. But yeah, that's quite a chunk of land that it already built onto La Palma. So I don't know, I haven't heard how many acres they have now, or hectares. So it's pretty cool to see that. And just to tell everyone, our TARDIS, our TARDIS is still available there. I missed it. Anyway. Yeah, they keep moving it. Anyway, it's still there, so I'm happy about that. Pretty awesome, pretty cool. But yeah, and there you can see how that lava is flowing around the building, and looks pretty scary. Yeah, so that's the building right there that we were seeing. But gives you a little bit better of a view in that sense. Notice there's no visible tubes there or visible lava. It was in tubes, and that's a good shot all the way back up. So anyway, that kind of throws that one in there, and I'm gonna throw this back on. They've got a little bit more lavally material. Let's see, maybe I wonder if I can maybe we'll do all four. Hang on. And I'll take this and let it play on the other one. So I'll copy that. And copy. And we will go to the multi-screen and see if that's working. Yep, multi-screen is working. So I'll paste this down on the bottom here. And we'll leave that be. I am going to go take a break right away here, good people. I see we've got 114 likes. We have 238 people in the stream. I guess over half of you don't like it or something. I don't know what's going on. Please hit that like button because it does definitely help with the analytics for YouTube, and it would really, really mean a lot to me if you did. Also, if you have not yet subscribed, please consider doing so if I've presented good material and earned that subscription. So by all means, give it a whirl there. And if you need to know the times of the stream, please look down below in the description. It tells you when the weekend times are versus weekday times. And there's all kinds of other shortcuts down there that you can use to bring up, like the La Palma 3D map that we were just looking at, that kind of thing. As well as earthquakes and so on. So La Palma earthquakes, La Palma 3D, La Palma EQ, La Palma EQ2, or just earthquakes, or Hawaii map if you want to look at Hawaii. Anyway, I'm going to go take that break. Don't go away. Play nice in the lava fields there, and try not to burn your feet. And I will be back in about 5 minutes. I'm your host, DrFox2000. Don't go away. Okay, I've got the microphone back on. Hopefully not too loud. Lava cookies. No, all one word. All one word. Lava cookies. One fish. If you do it all one word. There you go. All right. Don't overwhelm the bot. The bot decided to make lava cookies. Anyway, welcome everyone, and I'm back. I'm your host, DrFox2000. I see some more good names back in the channel. We got Barbarian is back in here, Smoking Joking, welcome. And Ashcan also back in here, and let's see. No lava cake yet. Jarvis, he's still working on that. And it is what it is. Just him retracts his message. Don't know what you said, but okay, welcome anyway. Babes Bunny, only a swan would know. A swine would know? What? What would a swine would know? Please. The mic is on. Henrietta, thank you. And welcome back. Or welcome back, I guess. Again. And, okay, so we're good for a while here. I'm just trying to see if there's any more names that popped in while I was on break. And, doesn't look like it. All right, if I didn't mention your name, don't be offended. Anyway, do welcome you. And I wanted to pop back to what we were looking at earlier today. Of course, right now on the screen, what you're seeing, top left is the lava flow that is kind of midway in between the cone itself and the material going into the ocean, or maybe a little closer to the cone, but anyway, lying in the middle there, being all bright and funny looking, and not sure what kind of shapes it's really making today, but that's the top left camera. Bottom left camera, of course, is the cone itself, still spewing out a lot of the fiery lava material, tephra coming out of there, as well as a lot of smoke out of one of the other vents that is right up top. Anyway, what we're going to do, we will take a look back at all of them here a little bit, and kind of get a better idea of what went on today. Of course, top right hand side is the one where it's entering the ocean, and we'll definitely peruse that a little bit. They did stop the stream, but I did have the original stream that they had everything else on, so we'll watch that other building burning a little bit more and stuff like that, and move through that timeline a little bit. And down below on the bottom right hand side, you see the observatory camera, and it is looking very, very nice. The moon is up, but it is above the screen, so it's not throwing light directly into the camera lens, and it allows the camera lens to see a little bit better. So I'm very happy about that, and you can definitely see the plume of smoke coming up, and the area that is lit up by the lava flow. So pretty awesome. Anyway, let's get back to the screen here. I want to get it onto the right camera, and there we go. And I want to change back to this one here, because that was open earlier, and that shows some of that lava flow after it started cooling off already, and from the billowing steam that we seen earlier. So if we go back through it, we're going to go back, I think that house fire was somewhere around hang on, somewhere around here, or you could see that lava wall moving forward, and it is definitely pushing. You can see how high that material actually is beside that tent. So if that tent is about 3 or 4 meters high, you know that you're looking at least 4 meters of lava flow in height, 16 feet, 17 feet, fairly large. Okay, I think we need to make sure that they understand. Do not speak a different language in here. We are an English-speaking chat. If you are speaking a different language, you will be removed. Okay, this is the final warning for those guys speaking Arabic or whatever it is. This is not going to be happening in our chat. So either you speak English or you're gone. Thank you. Yes, the lava flow actually is what seems to be aggressive. The volcano itself seems to be looking like it's not throwing out as much material from what I was kind of seeing. But anyway, watching this, that was from earlier. We'll kind of move on a little bit here with it. And of course, they were trying to show some of the fires and stuff like that were happening. Just off to the left-hand side is Mount Todoki, and just so you're familiar with where you are here. And if we carry on, it kind of helps. And then they swung back out to the ocean to show the progression from that other flow. And it is steaming a little bit, so we know that there is some hot lava reaching the end. It may still be residual lava that's moving down the hill and getting right out to the water. As long as that flow continues. Okay, I want to back it up just to the start of this. When they switched over, and that's what we kind of watched earlier here, but I did record it separately, right? So it was a little easier that way. And let's see if we can move it ahead just a bit and get it back to where it started, where they panned over. Oh, come on now. Yeah, close enough. Anyway, there again, this is where we see the original material hitting the ocean. And it was pretty nasty when it did what it was doing there. But you know, like I said before, you would not want to be breathing that material, and that is pretty nasty. And it's probably building out really, really quickly, really, really nicely. And no, the hot tub idea is not a good thing. Tracy Bell's also in the house, and okay, pray for La Palma, says Darminder Singh. Welcome, Darminder, and yeah, if you wish to, you can. And anyway, yeah, Jojo, you're absolutely right. Looks so beautiful, but so toxic. Yeah, I guess this is where we would say beauty in the eye of the beholder. You know, it is in fact very interesting and very beautiful looking. And you know, I'd love to be right there witnessing it. Except for, you know, that if you breathe that stuff, you're gonna die. So, you know, it's not the best stuff to be dealing with. Anyhow, it was billowing out of there quite well, and we will carry on with looking at what it looked like a little later, and as it continued. Of course, that hot flow, it's going to take some time to cool once it gets in there, and they did back out with the camera view a little bit. In this shot again, of course, you can see the TARDIS is still up here. Okay. So that's a good sign. And that lava then basically was flowing down here and then flowing out into the ocean at that point. And that's not too bad. So let's move on with a little bit. When they got back to the houses that were on fire, if it'll show that for me, I guess I'll have to move up there. Yeah, and this was when you were able to see the lava flow on both this side over here, and then you can see the material in kind of the smoky haze over here. The lava level, of course, up top here. This is the height of the roof. This is the lava, so you're probably from here to here, probably 2 or 3 meters. Okay, something like that, 2 or 3. And 2 or 3, so 6 or 10 feet higher than the roof of the house. I'm not sure if that roof is going to, or that wall will withstand everything that's happening to it, because it is completely surrounded. We can see it is pushing onto the balcony there. It is definitely pushing the backside on this side. So eventually that house will get crushed, because that bulldozer is, you know, that's over here, this wall of lava that continues to move, is going to push it down. And it's going to be basically kibbles and bits down the side of the hill. It will be part of the new peninsula eventually, if we continue to get that type of push or flow. Let's see, if we move on a little bit further, I know at some points we had some flames shooting out of the windows and stuff. There they show the lava a little bit more relaxed already, as it starts to form new land, and pretty cool. I'm just trying to get it up a little further here to see where they had the shots of the building yet burning. I think this might be it here. Okay. Well, maybe not. Okay, so here, yeah, this is what when they zoomed back in afterwards, everything got quiet. But yeah, I was trying to see. I did have a still shot where it showed flames coming out of the living room window upstairs there, but or the balcony window, and I don't know why I can't find it on the video itself. But nevertheless, it is pretty awesome to be seeing that. And unfortunate that that home is being destroyed, but it's better that they have these homes that are already partially destroyed already become wiped out the rest of the way, rather than more new or other homes that are not affected yet, other than you know, the ash issue. So let's get back to our volcano, and I'm going to put this one back on live. Actually, that one won't go live. That one will end. This one is live. And they started this one about 2.5 hours ago, 3 hours ago almost. So that's what we had there. It did look a little different when we were watching it earlier. A lot more brilliant. The flow was a lot heavier. And that's about, I think, what is it? 2 hours, 50 minutes ago. Going down the hill. So, and let's see, about 2 hours ago it was starting to let up a little bit, and let's get to 1 hour ago roughly, and it has calmed a bit, so the flow is not quite as heavy. Half an hour ago, a lot less. They zoomed in on it a little bit to try to see what was going on, and if we put it back to live, that will get us what it looks like now. So yeah, so oh, there was a ship in the foreground there coming in. I don't know if it's a ship or one of those Navy guys with the amphibious boats. That might be one of them. Anyway, it looks pretty cool, and we will put it back to live on that one. So just to go through things, I should get that big banner off the top. Oh, that's not the big banner. That's the big banner. There we go. And yeah, on the sad news or bad news of the day, of course, is that Cumbre Vieja volcano has taken its first life. It was a 70-year-old man that was working, clearing snow, or not snow, lava ash off of some roofs, and the roof that he was on either collapsed before and he died that way, or he fell off after it collapsed. Who knows? But from all of us to his family and friends, we send heartfelt thoughts and feelings. So hopefully we won't have anyone else perish with that. Anyway, okay, so that's a pretty good view. That's not a bad view. This one is starting to get smoked over. The one that I like the most, of course, is our above the clouds view. And it is actually pretty awesome to be able to see that we can actually see the mountains a little further down. It means it's clear enough, and most of this material from our volcano is heading out, and you can see where the actual top of the volcano is right there as it continues to shoot material up and out. If it grows a little bit more, we'll see it as a permanent fixture on here rather than just the hot spot. So it'll be pretty awesome. Anyhow, looks good from this angle, so I'm liking it, and it's pretty awesome. I wanted to kind of back up on this one too, though, for earlier in the day, and kind of give you an idea of what it was like. So roughly about 5 hours ago, if it'll go back, that's what we were seeing here. It did clear up. I think it was 4 hours ago. It wasn't too bad. And then you see some other high clouds way off in the distance there. Whoop, wrong one. And those are actually thunderstorms. Our volcano is over here, so this is unrelated, and bad weather. You don't want to be under that cell. And let's back up a little bit more, so we'll go to about 6 hours ago and see what it looked like. Very foggy, and I know earlier, 8 hours ago, I think it was cloudy as well. There we go. And just trying to find a clear spot. If we've seen any earlier than that, it was yeah, earlier than that it was a little bit better. So if we're going back almost 12 hours, that's kind of what it looked like as the material was steaming up. And of course, as you see, that is at 10 a.m. So a lot of that moisture is still evaporating in the valley. You can, wrong screen again. You can see the billowing here. That's where our volcano is. It's heating and rising, and that material is also heading that way. So no eating crayons. She hasn't. We've got her off the crayon kick. Okay, she's been. I think she's still harboring a couple boxes of cookies that she found in the van yesterday, under the spare tire. And that's probably what she's doing. She's stomping back to the sty, and she's going to go eat cookies because she's feeling sorrowful. Oh. Anyway, love having Piggy here. Such a wonderful person. Looking at the time, it is very close to break time, and we always like breaks a little bit anyway. So I will put this one back on real time, and we will leave it on the four screen display here. Green crayons taste awful. Okay, Cynthia, I have heard the yellow ones taste like bananas. Yeah, she was looking for them. No lava cookies for her. We'll have to send her a get well speedy recovery present of lava cookies. Agreed, Cynthia. Gotta be yellow like bananas. I like the painting, rocks. Do free. Okay. That's a pretty shot. It is. Actually, they're all kind of nice looking when you're looking at them, and I like it. All right. Yeah. Thank you, Piggy. And oh, Snowman, you unhit him. Oops. Okay. Perfect. We're good. All good. Not a worry. Yeah. We don't need that. Thank you for that, gentleman. I don't know who you are, but it's pretty simple. If you can't listen and you don't understand it, then you got to be helped out the door. On that note, though, I'm going to say, hey, for those people who have joined us and are enjoying our stream here today, please do hit that like button. I see it still has a long ways to go up there. So please, if you can do that, hit the like button. We'd really appreciate it. Also, if you're new to the stream and you have not yet subscribed, consider subscribing if we've earned your subscription. And if you need to know the times that the stream is on, we try to do it daily, although sometimes work got in the way. And it does that on occasion, so we'll have to deal with that part. But the times for the weekend versus weekdays are listed clearly down below in various time zones, which hopefully will accommodate most of you. There are other neat descriptions or sorry, keywords that you can punch in to get certain maps, and we will deal with our maps after I come back from my break. So what's going to happen after the break, we will deal with, of course, we're going to look at our vacancy, and then we are going to look at some of the maps, updated lava flows, as well as it is what's going on with earthquakes. And then we will zip over to Iceland and have a look and see what's happening there. And it would be really, really cool to keep an eye on that. And we'll take a look at the tremor charts and the earthquakes for Iceland. And then we'll probably pop over to Hawaii and see. So we're doing a worldwide trip real quick. But on that note, let me get off of here and go have a break. I will be back in 5 minutes. I'm your host, DrFox2000, located here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, about 7,000 kilometers away from Cumbre Vieja, which is on La Palma in the Canary Islands off the northwestern coast of Africa. So I will be back. Keep smiling, play nice in the lava, and don't jump off the hills up at the observatory unless you have a parachute or a parasail. That'll work too. I'll be back in 5 minutes. Thank you. Oh, no, Jojo, that's not autocorrect. That's auto-incorrect. It's that new feature. Okay. Anyway, I'll be back. Don't go away. Okay, I've got that back on. Okay. All right, I was the guilty party who put lava cookies into the bot. So at least the link for the recipe. Lava cookies look freaking delicious. Yes, they do. They do look delicious. Welcome, Paul. Glad that you got away from doing housework or homework and came to reality here of our lava stream. Not kidding. You had to mow that lawn. Anyway, welcome back, Do Free. Glad to have you here. Let's see, who else popped in? I think I said hi to Maria earlier. And who else snuck in the door? Yeah, we got lava cookies in the bot. Alan Coker is here. Let's see, who else? I think I got most of you good people. But if there is someone in here that I missed, didn't call your name out, don't panic. Don't worry, you're still welcome, you know. We do appreciate each and every one of you being in here. Anyway, we did say that after the break, it is always bacon seed time. So today you only get one bacon seed because I'm saving the other ones for while Piggy is away. And we will show some of them then, but here we go, and everybody go awe, because it is really an awe moment. And it's so cute. That little guy is just absolutely sleepy. It is. Oh, Piggy, thank you. If you can send more, that'd be great. And yeah, it is absolutely a gorgeous little piggy, and we do enjoy doing that. And for those people who are not quite in agreement with it, I'm sorry. It's the way we roll. So and for those who aren't liking the fact that we do put piggies up here, only one message. And I'm not trying to be rude when I say this. Okay, moving on. Let's go back to the volcano. Hey, look, there's lava flowing down the hill. So, pretty cool. So, yeah, had to do it. Hot dog wrapped in dough. Almost smoking joking. Pretty cool. Lots of fun. 71 Jolson Flower is back here, and welcome, and glad to have you on board. Let's see, did somebody else sneak in that I missed? No, I think I got most of you. So yeah, we're doing pretty good with this, and watching our flows go down there. We did look at the map earlier here already, but I do want to kind of go over that a little bit. We'll zoom out and get rid of the information board here, and of course that is the farm that is, and the home that has been being inundated by the lava. Let's see if we can get to the right spot here. I think it's this building down here that we're actually seeing being run over as the lava flows around it. You look at the size of the ponds that were behind it though, and those had already been evaporated from previous flow, and then we have the other material now flowing around in this direction as well. So if we back out from that a little bit, gives you more of an idea of where we're actually at. Actually, I'll flip it the right direction, put it upright so you can actually see La Palma kind of the way it is, and north being up at the top here, east over here, west, and south. Pretty close anyway to those directions. When we look at the outlined red area, that is the lava flow itself. If we zoom in here, you can see where the vents are. So the cameras are located somewhere over here, and way out towards the harbor. But what we're seeing when we see the close-up vents are these, and then this one is sitting off behind. And this is an outflow point that is a little bit further to the north, and mainly producing lava rather than pouring out dust or anything like that, or spewing eruptive material. And of course, these 3D maps, you can go have a look at them yourselves, and you can do that by putting in oh, I think I killed my map. Oh, what I do? I killed it. Okay, there we go. And you can have a look at it yourselves by typing in La Palma 3D, just like what Paul Zilla did. There's the link for it. That will open you a page with 12 different maps that you can peruse and go into and have a look at. Well, another one of the 12 maps, of course, is this guy right here. And if we set that on to play, you'll see the increase in lava. We'll zoom in a little bit here. Cancel. What do you mean sign in? I just want to play it. I don't want to sign in. Okay. Is it playing? Oh, maybe I need to... or did they set it really slow now? Not sure. Anyway, if we allow it to move, you can see what's going on. We'll just move it manually. And as it increases and gets down to today, you can see what's going on. But they did not update it. Well, they do have it sort of updated when you're looking at that little corner that's now flowed out there. So that's about as good as it gets on that one. Then if we go over to the other lava flow map, and I did load this one earlier, but I think I'm going to try to reload it. We'll put you back on this one for a second. We'll hit reload and then put you back on that one. So we'll let that one reload for a minute or so, and it should bring up that lava flow. At least I'm hoping they revised it, that we can see the extended new flow. And that should be enough for it. And almost, as it populates the area real quick. And where is it? All right. Maybe it doesn't want to do anything for us. Okay. Oh, there it is. Getting closer. Still loading, that's why. And yeah, they're only showing a little bit of lava right here, unfortunately. But they are showing that this has already come out a little bit, so I don't know if they've included some of that. But we do show some lava right there on the edge. Anyway, these maps, they will continue to update the maps. It being day 55 here, it's pretty awesome. These guys do a fairly decent job with them. So if you haven't gone there and bookmarked that link yet, please consider doing that. It's got some very, very good information there. This map is old. The one before was showing today. This, yeah, when we it may not have loaded all the way, so let's try it again, see if it load. Sometimes I don't know why, but they don't like loading up properly. And it is day 55. They're showing to day 54, so it's not loving me today. And there we go. No, that's all we're getting today from this one. So not sure what it's doing, but again, usually they keep them up to date. So all cool. And from there, we actually wanted to go off and take a look and see what we had for earthquakes. And I'm going to refresh those ones just to see what we get. And then we will go over to the earthquake maps real quick. And all right, I think that one should. Oh, let's move over to the earthquake map. Let's go to this one first. All right. So brought it up to date. In the last 24 hours, it is showing that 5. That was 15 hours ago, and that is the biggest one that we see there. There's nothing above 6, of course, which is here. So 5 and higher is that one. 4 and higher, there's nothing that is between 4 and 5. And then when we put 3 on, we're only seeing 3 plus 3 earthquakes in the last 24 hours. And then we are seeing, what is it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 that are a 2 or higher. So that's a lot less earthquakes than what we had yesterday. And I think yesterday we had like 27 or something on there. Today we are only seeing just shy of 20 so far in a 24-hour period. So things are definitely quieter, and that is usually an indicator that there's less things happening. And anyway, La Palma EQ2 is the map. You got La Palma WQ2 there, Kevin. Typo. Change the W to an E, please. There you go. And now you got it. That worked. So thank you for that. And that is the link if you want to get this earthquake map. And I want to pop over onto the other earthquake map, which is that guy. Just got to find him. And that is here. I'm going to refresh it in front of you so we know we got the latest thing here. And one thing I did notice before was if my computer wasn't active or wanting updates and stuff, it would turn around and not update these pages for some reason. Anyway, as we zoom into La Palma, you can see that the last quake, of course, is right where the star is. And it was pretty nasty. So anyway, scrolling through what we see here, again, not quite as many earthquakes as what went on here on the 13th. So that's the 5.0 that we see here, magnitude, and it happened at about 7 o'clock in the morning. And prior to that, a lot less earthquakes. So that was actually the second earthquake of the day. The first one was at a 2.1 at just about 1 a.m. So nothing for 6 whole hours, which is pretty interesting. So, and that's it for the extent of earthquakes. And again, that guy, you know, he's over on the other side there, on the eastern side of the fence. And that's sitting buried underneath all the other cluster of the older ones. So kind of gives you a lowdown on what we've got there. Let me throw it back here for a second, just go around the cameras real quick before we head off to other places. And it is still doing what it's doing, and the lava flow is still continuing. And yeah, I just want to kind of remind everyone there that Cumbre Vieja volcano has in fact taken a life. So not good to see, but it happens. And we were doing real good with nobody being you know, in that kind of state, but it is unfortunate that that happened today. And we do care. So anyhow, let's leave that be, and we'll move to the other screen here, and maybe back above the clouds. Oh, there we go. And that's still a very nice looking shot above the clouds, even though it is kind of kind of bad that we're seeing all that ash and stuff, but you can see our volcano right there. Whoa, not there. I boo-booed with that line. Okay, there. That little plume that's coming up there, that's our volcano. So it is definitely lighting up, and it is definitely visible. Just wanted to say, even though I'm not chatty every night, I'm usually lurking in the luxury lurkers lounge. I want to say thank you. I've learned so much. Thanks, Joe Sunflower, and glad you're enjoying it and getting a little bit out of it. Okay, so let's do our thing, and we will head over to Iceland. Isn't that a nice view? Boy. Let's see what we can do about that. That's not a very good view. And even 5 hours earlier, it wasn't a very good view. What about 8 hours earlier? No, I'm just trying to see if we see anything here. Okay, there we go. That is about 9 hours and 45 minutes ago, roughly. And there you can see Ragnar sitting there and being very quiet, and see a little bit of smokish material coming out of the cone, but it doesn't look like it's anything serious. We do see some smoke in the back areas here, all through there. So we know that it's still very, very hot in that lava bed underneath, and probably will be for tens of years to come. Anyway, that's what it looks like there. I did have this updated, but not sure what we want to do, so I think I'm going to re-update it so we have the latest one, and not worry about what's going on there. And yeah, it looks like it may be slinking back upward, and you can see that right there as it went up and down, and now it's moving on an upward trend. Usually once all three get over that 4,000 line, if we have an active volcano, it will actually be showing some lava. Here were good attempts. We did see smoke when it was at this point, but we never seen anything more than that. I'm not sure if these two big spikes here, these earthquakes, played a role in making sure it didn't come back. It's kind of hard to say, but it is what it is. We'll keep an eye on it, though. That's all we can do. And as we move to our next map, and that is our earthquake map. That's it. Earthquakes. That's what they do there. As soon as I find where the heck it is, there it is. And I don't know if this one is very fresh. I'm going to actually, yeah, that was still from 10:30 a.m. So I'm going to refresh that one. Sorry, guys. Paste and go. And Evie, happy days are coming. Evie throws a 10-pound super chat in. Thank you very much, Evie, and do appreciate that support. And thank you for sending those links earlier today. That was also awesome. And it does help out. And for those who do wish to contribute to the stream, whether it be with super chats or whether it is material that you want to send in and maybe talk about, you can always send things in to DrFox at shaw.ca. So that's Dr. Fox, all one word, at shaw.ca. So shaw.ca. And I do use a lot of the stuff that's there. I don't or can't use everything that's always there. Sometimes there are videos that somebody else has copyright issues with and things like this, so we have to kind of be careful with what we're using. But anyway, getting back to our Iceland situation and taking a look at what we've got for earthquakes. First thing we always kind of take a look at is what's happening out in the water here. And this one here is, it happened yesterday, late in the day, so we didn't see it yesterday, but it was a 2.7. Anyway, we'll revisit the Reykjanes Peninsula, which is this area, right away. Just want to go back out here to our swarm area and take a look and see what's new. It's had a bunch more little ones. This again yesterday. It's hard to tell the difference in colors here, but I know there were some new fresh ones from today mixed into the batch. But again, looks like things may be dying out there as well as far as activity. Going to keep an eye on it though. It's always interesting. We do see some more here, and I don't know if these are all yesterday's as well. I do believe. And if there was something in fact going on underneath the ice, we would have seen some more activity today. So it would have been just one major burp or eruption or something, or break of some type that caused these. Oh, this one is from today, 1.6. So still very small. The fact that it is a little aftershock, something just settling, is really not going to make much of a difference there. I think that may just die out again. But again, we will keep an eye on it, because you never know what happens with these things. Some of them are very dynamic. This guy here is Askja, and that is again one of these areas where we have some activity. We were expecting something to happen, and nothing ever did. And don't see anything new out here. Maybe this guy is new. I don't know. No. So none of them are new. These are older already. But that was a 2.9 that happened on the 11th there, 5 kilometers underneath that. Anyway, moving off of that, we also had that little swarm on the other side of the mountain here. And most of that has died out. There's only one little tiny one here. I think that might have been from yesterday. Yeah, a 0.5. So the concern in that area, I would say, has diminished. And Askja is not doing too much. And we see very, very little happening out here up at the top. And of course, that is from yesterday as well. And kind of following this ridge line here, this is kind of the separation between the Euro plate and the North American plate. And if we back out a little bit, that separation is something like it goes in here and then down in this direction, just so you kind of get the idea of how that is. And we'll now zoom in here on our Reykjanes Peninsula and go over that real quick. So again, Keflavik, capital city right there. This is, yeah, I said Reykjavik. Yeah, this is Keflavik Airport. And when we zoom in here, Grindavik, and the Blue Lagoon, and the power station right beside it, of course. And gives you a pretty good idea of where you're at. And when we look, we get over here, and Notthagi Valley, the one with the little lake in there. That lake no longer exists, by the way. That is gone. And I'm kind of curious what's going to happen to all that water that flows in there. So we will probably see a new lake form in the middle of it. And the fact that we've got so many kind of potholes in there, it's going to be interesting to see what happens come springtime and all the meltwaters go down. Anyway, our volcano, the one we were just looking at, Ragnar, is sitting right about here in Geldingadalur Valley. And this is Meridalier, or Upper Meridalier here. And when we look, for those who remember the massive swarm we had in here, very close to Keilir, has long since dissipated. We've got a couple new little fresh tremors here. 4 kilometers down, 1.2, and 4 is not bad. 5 kilometers down, still too far down to really be of significance to say that there's something happening. This one is 2 kilometers down, but these are relatively small, so again, I don't know if it's just something settling. This one, of course, is from a couple of days ago already, or yesterday. Yeah, very early yesterday, so a 3.2, and that was 6 kilometers down, and gives you a pretty good idea of what's going on. Let's see, Dr. Fox, can you, the heck, earthquakes and, okay. Earthquakes in Russia, whoop, we can check earthquakes in Russia, yeah. Actually, I'm going to do that after the break, and we will we'll take a look at that. I don't know if we can on that other map, but I will try. Anyhow, I'm going to put you back to the multi-screen though now, and we will leave it on there for the time being. And for those who are joining us, and let's see, what am I doing here? Yeah, for those who are joining us late or haven't hit that like button yet, please do consider doing that. As well, if you have not yet subscribed and you like what you're seeing, you like the commentary and so on, please do consider hitting that subscribe button if we've earned it. On that friendly note, I am going to go take a break. I will be back in 5 minutes. And then we'll get to our last half hour of our wonderful show. So stay tuned and hang in there, and I'll be back in 5 minutes. Thank you. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I've got the microphone back on. I'm your host, DrFox2000, and welcome to our last quarter of the wonderful show here. It is the Volcano Eruption live stream, and again, I'm your host, DrFox2000, here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, a long ways away from majority of these nasty volcanoes. And of course, what we are watching on the screen is Cumbre Vieja volcano in La Palma on multi-views there. But let's take a quick trip around to other places in the world, and we'll just show where some of the other volcanoes are active. And someone was requesting earthquakes in Russia, and yes, indeed, there are some. And I will get on to that map, and what we're seeing right here is some very fresh stuff 15 minutes ago, and that is a 4.2, and then the other one right beside it is a 4.7, and that's just about in the same location. We did also have some other earthquakes here, a 4.0 here in Mongolia, very close to the Russian border, and another 4.4 in northern Zhangjiang, Zhangjiang, China, if I said it right. I don't speak Chinese, sorry. Okay, anyway, so I hope those were the ones that you were looking for, and yes, indeed, this is what the area that they refer to as the Ring of Fire. And right now, we're not seeing anything up here in Alaska doing anything nasty. This guy here, Pavlov, has quietened down, and these other guys are still out here on that island chain, doing their thing quietly, moving along. And of course, areas of Japan here are active again. And is this I'm going to actually zoom in on that one a little bit and see what is going on there, because we have Astya is here, or no, Aso, I'm sorry, and then we have that one further out, and what is it, Sawanojima volcano. Never heard of it, but it is there, and apparently it is erupting. So interesting to see, but that gives you a little bit more of an idea what we have going on worldwide. And of course, you can see, like I say, this is the Ring of Fire, and what we can see are the earthquakes here in mid-continent, if you will, and our Etna and the other good volcanoes right there. And of course, the one we were watching, and that is right here, which is Cumbre Vieja. So gives you a little bit of an idea what that one is doing. And wanted to pop off to Hawaii, and of course, here is our screenshot of the USGS webcam. It is our wonderful Kilauea, and looks a little grayish there today. Sky not as clear as it was yesterday, but that is okay. It happens once in a while. They do get some bad weather. And I'm going to see if I can line myself up on that map real quick. And just not sure where the heck it went. And come on, where are you? Oh, you're probably hiding there. There we go. I knew it was there somewhere. And that gives you a little better idea. All right, we'll zoom out first so you can kind of get the orientation of where you're at. Hawaiian Islands, the large island of Hawaii itself, and we got Honolulu, the city of Honolulu on Oahu here, Maui in the middle. Maui in the middle. Maui me, why didn't you call yourself Maui in the middle? That might be a good name too. Maui in the middle. Okay, anyway, let's zoom in on what's happening down here. And of course, we get to that bottom edge right away. We take a look and see how many earthquakes there are in that swarm. They're all still consistent to what we've had before. Twos, somewhere between mid twos to low twos. So that's kind of the intensity, and we've been seeing a lot of those. Again, 2.2, 2.2. So 2.1, it gives you kind of the regular scenario. It's happening here. Just not sure if we're ever going to see an eruption right there. That would be kind of neat. Zooming in over here on Kilauea itself, there you can see the bowl that we just watched or looked at. So that is the that little crater there, right? So going back and forth here, you can see there are, if you go to this map, and again, this one is Hawaii map, and that will bring you up a link for this particular USGS map, and you can go there. There's all kinds of good functionality to it. You've got tremor charts. When you click on them, you can see larger plots and so on. You also have extra cameras that you can view here, and if we zoom in a little bit more, they do have other information, gas, off-gassing, GPS, tilt meters, so a lot of different stuff that you can look at there if you're so inclined, and it gives you a pretty good idea of what's going on there. So that is our Hawaii for today. And I think I'm going to throw it back over to, hang on, what? Kim Troublemaker Rowdenbush has arrived. Yes, I see this. Good thing you got here 15 minutes before the end of the stream. Oh, gotta love it. Welcome on board, Kim. Glad to have you here. And there we go. We're back to our screen to show what's happening there at Cumbre Vieja in La Palma, and of course the various views. And again, we do send out our deepest thoughts and sorrows and thoughts for our first victim of Cumbre Vieja. And I'm not trying to sound kind of rude or weird here when I say it, but you know, first off, he's 70 years old and he's up on a roof clearing off ash. That's commendable by itself, and must have been in fairly good shape to be able to do that. But still, it's unfortunate that it happened. It's one of those accidents, so nothing we can do to turn back time, but we do feel sorry for these people, all of them who have been affected by this, and of course send all the best to the family and friends for our lost man. So yeah, Kim, please get someone's notes. There will be a test. There is. Oh, you mean you're not doing it? It's not my fault. Don't blame it on your wife, Kim. You're gonna have to cram for the test real quick, because there is a big test at the end of the stream here. No, there's not. But anyway, we're continuing to watch what's going on there, and it is actually pretty awesome to see that lava continuing to flow. Unfortunately, our view of the cone itself is again obscured by ash and dust and everything else. That is smoke that's coming out of the volcano itself. Although you can see down in that bottom left-hand shot, you can see the tephra landing on That's kind of the northeast side of that cone, which is still pretty cool and interesting. So you know that the thing is throwing out material. It's just we can't see it very well. Let's see. Okay, I'm just trying to read some of the funny stuff here. So what's for dinner at Grandma B's? Yeah, what's for dinner? And can you email me some? I got my 1.5 liter bottle of Pepsi at the ready. Oh, only 1.5 liters. What happened to the other 0.5 liter? It was a 2-liter bottle. David Ross, welcome. Glad to have you back on board. Good to see you there. And too bad you're here kind of late. Would have been better if you would have come like about an hour and 50 minutes ago to catch the whole stream. But glad to have you on board anyway. And you see what it is that we're looking at today. Who said the bad word? Oh, one fish, you're going to be an ice cube soon if you keep saying that. Dr. Fox, I have my 3 liter of cola. 3 liters? Really? They make them in 3 liters? I didn't know that. They got them in 2s here. And of course, the funny part is you take a look at a 2 liter, then you go look at a store and you take a look at what what's the small bottle size is 593 milliliters or whatever. That 593 milliliter costs you just as much as a 2 liter does in the most convenience stores, which I really kind of go, what the heck are you guys doing? You know, really doesn't bode well. So one of those things. Anyway, Adele says, good night all, best wishes, and Piggy, fingers crossed for you. And yes, just to kind of throw that out there, so Piggy will be heading for, I think her trip is tomorrow, and if I'm not mistaken, operation is on Wednesday, if I was right. I hope I got that right, Piggy. But Piggy won't be with us for a few days. She is going to get knee surgery. So it's going to make her trotter better. And hopefully everything will go absolutely smooth. And keep things happy at Piggy's house. So best wishes to Piggy for that. And hopefully everything will go well, and we hope for a speedy recovery. So all the best to you, Piggy, and if you get worried, just email us. We'll send you something nice to cheer you up. Okay. But anyway, keep smiling there, and we'll make things happen. All right, I'm going to take that other thing off the screen now. So I think we all have already understood that that's what's happened. We'll go through. I'll take that off of this one as well. And we continue to watch the lava flow. And you can see it up higher a little bit, flowing down the side of the hill. Unfortunately, the views are not so great, but we do see lava showing up a little further down. Kind of in between is probably some lava tubes or some ridges here that we can't really see the lava as it's on the other side of that ridge flowing along in a channel. So that happens quite often, and as we've seen before, it really does make true ruts in the lava, and making very steep banks on some of those spots where it is flowing, and it allows it to stay very, very hot. So if it's 1100 degrees coming out, it'd be pretty good. So Piggy, I might have Dr. Fox draw some bacon seeds while you're away. Oh no, she's sending more bacon seeds. So, okay, and I do have it all correct as far as the operation is on Wednesday. So, and like I said, we wish Piggy the very, very best as far as everything going well. So, anyway, I am going to get ready to wrap it up. We are at that wonderful 2 hour mark. So, first off, I want to say a big thank you to all of you, and I want to say thanks to the super chatters. That support always helps out. I do appreciate it. It helps pay those power bills and things like that. And yeah, for those who don't know, it does cost power to run equipment. So I'm sure you know. Anyway. All good. For those who are here and enjoying the stream, if you haven't yet hit that like button, let's see if we can maybe get that up to 300 before we get out the door here today. And so if you haven't hit that like button yet, give it a shot and we'll see what we can do. And push it up a little bit more. That would really, really be awesome. And I would be quite happy. Let's see, and yeah, the lava that you're watching and flowing down, that is the material that is flowing onto the older material, or the first flow. Actually, let me kind of qualify that. This material here is running back onto the original flow that we had come out there. This material here is getting in between the original peninsula, or whatever you want to call it there, and the extra first flow. So it's basically filled up that hole, and it continues to push outward. So like we said, La Palma is growing as far as an island is concerned, and it is pretty awesome and pretty cool to see it continue to grow. And unfortunately, like I said, this volcano has decided to take a life, and it is unfortunate, but we hope that that's the only one, and that everyone else will stay safe there in La Palma and not have any more tragedies. So anyhow, thank you everyone for being here. Glad that all of you were able to pop in and say hi and enjoy being with our lava family. It is really, really nice to have such a wonderful group of people all in here. So, Elaine, you asked what happened. There was a 70-year-old gentleman who was helping clear ash off of a roof. And what ended up happening is the roof collapsed, and they're not sure if he went down with it or fell off afterwards or exactly what, but he perished, and it is basically Cumbre Vieja's first victim who has passed away. So hopefully that explains that. Anyway, on those notes, I am going to say it's time to get off of here. So again, best of luck to Piggy, and we hope and wish her well and good success on the operation, and hope she gets back to her trotters in no time. So, and hey, quit nibbling the crayons. And okay, she'll be back to nibbling crayons and doing what she needs to do. So anyway, I see we are getting very close to, we're 282 likes. Let's see if we can get a couple more in there and push it right over that 300 mark. Would be awesome, guys. And I'm going to put it back on the which screen do I want to put it back on? This one? I don't know if I want this one. No, I think we'll try the multi-screen. I think that was probably our best bet for today, and we will leave it here as we say thank you very much for everyone for being here and watching, and we will see you all for tomorrow's stream, with the exception of Piggy. I don't think she'll be here. She will be busy traveling, and wish her a successful trip and a successful operation. So all the best to you, Piggy, all the best to all of you out there, and hopefully we will see everyone back in the stream tomorrow. Dominic, you're welcome. And let's see, Wednesday, Tina, but going to roads to be settled before op. Yeah, you kind of have to get prepared for that kind of thing. Epidermis Mouse is very confused. Did we start extra early today? Epidermy Mouse? Epididdy Mouse. We started at our usual weekend time, which is 2 p.m. Mountain, 4 p.m. Eastern, and what is it, 2000 UTC. Weekends always start early, and that gives our European community a lot earlier shot at watching the stream, and it makes it a little easier for them. That's why we do that. So we're mindful of where everybody is, and hopefully that explains everything. So all good. And what did Kim say now? Oh my God, I don't even want to know. Kim, you are just too funny. Okay, you guys, we only need 9 more likes. Come on, let's get 9 more likes on there and get it over 300, and that would really be awesome if we could do that. I don't know how I can entice you to get more likes out of this, and I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna just do an experiment here and see if I can get more likes, and see if this works. All right, if you haven't hit the like button yet, you better hit it. This is an experiment, and if you don't like that, okay, back to the screen. Oh, all good, all good. Anyway, 2 more, you guys. Did my experiment work? I don't know if it did or not. That was a lovely bacon seed. I'm not worried about it, though, if we don't have 2 more. Oh, somebody took one away. Oh, smart guys, smart. Okay, anyway, I want everyone out there to take care of themselves, and please stay safe, stay warm, keep smiling, and we will see you all tomorrow. So please tell your loved ones you love them tonight, for tomorrow is never promised. I'm your host, DrFox2000. Take care, everyone. Good night, and we will see you tomorrow.